language is there, but no script for that. UP, Bihar. I think Bhojpuri is your language, right? But you don't have script for that. Hindi script is your script, right? Bhojpuri. No one tried Bhojpuri. Sambalpuri. You tried Punjabi. Oh, okay. Marathi you might have tried. I'm seeing a lot of Marathi people here. MP no special language. Hindi their language. Right. UP language is there, but no script for that. UP, Bihar. I think Bhojpuri is your language, right? But you don't have script for that. Hindi script is your script, right? Okay. I think South people might have tried our languages. Yeah, that's good. Eclipse does not show Arabic. Yeah, maybe. You tried Bhojpuri. Bhojpuri is there in Google Translate. I don't think so. Is there? It has got its own script or Hindi script only? Okay. Yeah. Today, let us pass some arguments in the message. See you later, but I want to have a name. See you later, name. Or what is the first one? How do you do, Mr. Some name? I want to have some varying content. So they are called arguments in the messages. Each message can have 5 arguments, guys. Max of 5 argument. Indexing 0, flower bracket 0 to flower bracket 4. That is 0 to 4 means 4 only. No's are 5. Including 0, it's a 5, right? Okay. What's the advantage? I want message. I want locale specific message, but adding with my choice content that is generated from business logic. How do you do, Raja? How do you do, Rani? Okay. What is the last one? What is the last message? Goodbye message. See you later. Not one more message. Angry message. Angry message. What is that? Give me space, some X. Give me space, some X person. Give me space, some Y person, right? So I want to have that message with varying content. But varying content means not a fixed content. So that's why we can take arguments in the messages. Each message can have 5 arguments. Max of, what is there? Max of 5 argument. Indexing from 0 to 4. Yeah, I think this is your batch code. Yes. Yeah. Some emergency has come. That's why I could not take yesterday's class. Right. But when you book the ticket next time in private travel bus, ask them, in case of breakdown, will you provide backup service or not? Will you provide backup vehicle or not? Okay, I'll share the story before it opens Eclipse. Sunday night, I made my mother sitting in a travel bus going to my native place called Guntur. It's a opposite vehicle problem or this vehicle problem. Somehow, this bus hit the parked lorry. So because of that, punt portion of the bus got squeezed, and driver has got big injuries. Ambulance came and he shifted to hospital. So then passenger has to be picked out, right? So they have broken emergency window glasses, all the things. Very technically or with a lot of things, they brought the people outside. All are safe with small injuries. The travel person, because it happened in the midnight 2 o'clock. It happened in the midnight 2 o'clock. Travel agency is my classmate. That fellow is classmate. He's in second generation businessman. First generation people started that business, and this fellow. So out of panic, my mother called me. This is the situation. What to do? I said, stay with them. I'll talk to that guy. I talked with him. He said, within 1 hour, backup bus will come. Don't worry. 1 hour completed, 2 hours completed, backup bus has not come. Later I came to know they sent one backup bus, and that also met exit somewhere else. Fine. So at 4 o'clock, my friend called me and said, hey, I'm helpless. Go and bring your mother. I started at 4 o'clock. I started driving alone by catching on our other 2 friends by suffering them in the middle of the night. That generally we sleep mostly in early morning only, not in the late nights, right? Okay. Somehow I requested them. They joined. We started traveling. After 1 hour, okay, right. No, bus not came. After 1 hour, so they called me and said, we got a cab. Should I leave your mother there or should we take them to the destination place? So there again, 5-10 minutes dilemma situation. Somehow we decided to go and pick her back, because after listening to back-to-back accident, she has become little panic because bit aged woman, right? So that's the reason why I could not take yesterday's class. So by the time I come back, it has become afternoon, and whole night I have not slept. So I have taken rest in the evening. Okay, fine. So why I'm sharing this one with you people is, when you book the private travel, make sure that ask them, in case of breakdown, will you provide backup service or not? See, the incident happened 150 kilometers away from my place. I'm able to go. I think you people are from far distances, right? Yes. Sometimes you may be having sufficient money, you may not be having sufficient money to travel in what? Alternate transportate. Okay, na? And it's impossible. Your parents or friends coming down in the middle of the way and picking you people. So that's why when you are booking ticket, double confirm. In case of background, what's your plan? If you are convinced with the plan, go with the travel. If you are not convinced, think about alternate. It happens because she traveled almost 1,000 times in buses, but that day was the bad day for us, right? And especially bad day for me also. Right, guys? Shall we get into the subject? Yeah. I-18N. Tell me here. Commons. Here is my what, guys? Properties file. Here is my properties file. Same experience most of the time. Rajat, most of the time means it's you are very, very, very unlucky person there. 1-2 times in a 10 years means it's okay. Most of the time means what? Okay. Bus service agents, it would be new business under Naresh IT bus service. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll start it, but after 1 year, you'll make me to clean the bus also. Muddy fellows. Dog has to do dog work, donkey has to do donkey work. Right? Fine. So don't mix up. I know. No, she's fine, but she has got some panic situation. I know, by seeing hostels, by seeing Chai Bandi, you might be thinking about let's start one hostel in Amirpet. Let's start one Chai Bandi in Amirpet. And maybe girls might be thinking, let's start one beauty parlor in Amirpet. I know that. You can do it. There's no wrong of doing businesses. But for them to do that businesses, there is no need of becoming engineer. And moreover, 1 year, 10 years, income growth will not be there in those businesses. Expenditure increase, profit share is always that 10-20% or max to max 30%. But in IT sector, you may start with a small package of 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs per annum. I have introduced so many success stories in the span of 6 to 7 years, right? People started earning 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs. And moreover, okay, let it be 30% income tax, but still good amount is coming to your hand or not there. And you can take big loans and you can invest that money and you will get financial stability also. I'm not against our businesses, do businesses, but that should not be your primary job. Your business is always should be secondary job until you understood ups and downs of the business. Till that time, you should be on weekend job or secondary job. Bring one person from village, start the business. As long as it is not picking up, he will take care. On weekends, you will spend time. Once you pick it up, resign the job and try to do this full time. But now don't do calculation by sitting in hostel. In my hostel, okay, 20 rooms are there. Each room 5 people. I know, 5 into 8,000 into 20. Some figure will come. Okay, rent this much, water this much, vegetables cooking this much. Oh, so much profit. Every business looks great from outside. You know, the owner of hostel, he has to work 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. And Amirpet is having lots of water issues. And to get water tanker in competition, he has to pay high price. And he has to use his network. So many headaches are there. So it's not that much easy. Those who are in that field, who are non-technical, who can deal with what? 4th class labor, they can do that business. People like us who cannot take word, who cannot say word, sorry, don't get into that. Don't get into that. Okay, boss. Shall we get into the discussion, guys? Rajni, other day I have shared admin details. Okay. So where is this, guys? DE_DE dot properties. DE_DE dot properties. Here flower bracket 0. Total, each message can have 5 arguments, but I'm just taking only 1 argument. This is FR, guys, French. Flower bracket 0. Next, IN dot properties. Angry dot message. What is there? Nice. TE_IN dot properties. Where is this? This. Flower bracket 0. Next, ZH_IN dot properties. Flower bracket 0. Okay. In base file English also, I am taking what? This. Okay, boss. Here is the main I-18N test. I-18N test. Okay. Which message? Angry dot message. I am submitting 5 arguments. Here 5 elements of this array will fulfill each argument. Will fill up each argument, right? Okay, guys. Angry dot message. If no name strikes in my mind, default name is what? Raja 1. Default first name is Raja. Default second name is Rani. Okay, that's good. You can take anything. But here, don't expect it should be in that language. Okay, where it is submitted, not possible. Because typing wise, .java file will allow only English. You want to write other than that, here also you have to use Unicode characters. But dynamically, you cannot change Unicode characters, right? So for the time being, you remember, okay, it has to be in one language. What is that language? You decide. If you want to write in Telugu Unicode characters, you have to get from what? Google Translate. When you paste the Telugu letters here, it automatically converts into Telugu Unicode characters or not there. Java source code development is based on ASCII character. Java output is always what? Unicode characters. Everyone convinced with me or not there? That's good. Great. Okay. So now let's see, guys. Spring I18N test, guys. Tell me. Run as, where is this? Java application. Yeah. Language code FR. Country code FR. Enter key. Bonjour. This. But here you observe something Rajana boss. Okay. That means message is working or not. Once again, run, guys. EN US. Okay. How do you do? Get lost, Raja. It's giving the message, get lost, Raja, are not there. The message has come or not, my dear. Okay, definitely the message what we expected is coming. How like this, each message can have how many arguments? 5 arguments. Flower bracket 0 to okay. After filling 0th argument only second. Second only third. Third only fourth. I will write 1, 0 and 5. It has to be filled up means it won't agree, boss. Okay. Right. In this array can have how many elements, guys? 5 elements max. If you write more than also, they are wasted. I hope you understood the importance of the arguments. I think while doing practice, you might have seen those arguments. You might have confused what's the purpose of those arguments, right? You got the idea, my dear? Okay. So now let me give the flow part now. In our style, it's been long time not giving the flow. Shall we give the flow now? Yeah. Where is this? 1 minute. Spring here. Where is this, guys? 718. Yeah. Here is what? Core. I18N. Solving the ambiguity problem. I18N. Yeah. We are towards the core module last classes. I think another 3-4 sessions are there. Spring core module. After that, Spring Boot core starts. Yeah, all the things. Yeah, here is the flow part, my dear. Yeah, let's start understanding the flow, boss. Number 1, run the application. Number 2, main method. Number 3, create the IOC container. Simply create the IOC container. Number 4, take an given class as the configuration class. Number 5, go to configuration class, loads the class and makes that class object as a Spring Bean or not. Number 6, it notices, is there any @component scan annotation or not? There are not there. There are not there. No @component can annotation is found. Are you getting my point there or not there? Super. Not there. But it looks for @bean method. How many methods found, guys? How many methods found, guys? Number 8. And that bean, @bean method scope is default is what? It will go for pre-instantiation of singleton scope Spring Bean or not there. IOC container searches for singleton scope Spring Bean, finds what? One Spring Bean as @bean method. So it creates what? Spring Bean class object by calling @bean method. So resource bundle message source object is there, having name and location of the base file are not there. Sir, only base file is there. How it is picking up other file? It will collect locale object data, base file name, mixes together. It will become what? It will pick up what? Specific property file, certain specific property file. Okay, that's great, guys. Number 9. Keeps the singleton scope Spring Bean class objects in the internal cache of IOC container for reusability purpose, boss. Okay, that is number 9. Okay. See, fixed bean ID message source and resource bundle class object reference is kept here or not there. Super, guys. That is number 9. Number 10, after all these things, IOC container creation process is completed or not? Okay, number 10, container creation is completed. 10, we are listening language code and country code. Okay, now listen. Locale is equal to new locale of country plus language. Sorry, language plus country, deprecated in Java 19. If you are using Java 2021, you have to use off method to create the same locale object. They have given the static factory method to create the off method. Local data.off, local time.off. They have given off method as alternate or not there. Super, guys. Okay, tell me next one. String message 1 is equal to ctx.get message of 11. We have a locale object with language and country code. Let us assume Hindi HIIN is there. Okay, get message of welcome dot message, new object array Raja locale. Okay, first listen. This is 11. 12 is very, very important. Concentrate. ctx.get method internally calls what? Get bean method having message source as the bean ID. In that process, it gets the base property file name that is configured or not there. What is the base property file I configured? com/nt/app commons/app from the resource bundle message source object are not there. Super. Are in the same message, get message method, locale object is also passed as argument. Right now, my locale object is having HIIN. Come on, guys. Yeah, collects the data from language and country code from given locale object. Already it has got base property file name, com/nt/commons/app. Locale object is having HIIN. You mix up with underscore symbol, com/nt/commons/app underscore HI_IN. Dot properties will be added automatically. So indirectly, it has gathered locale object data. Number 14. What happened, guys? com/nt/commons/app_HI_IN dot properties. Happened or not happened, guys? Happened or not happened, boss? So it has picked up locale specific property file or not there? Okay, in that one, 15. What is the key I have given here? Welcome dot message. Array, whatever the key. It has submitted that welcome dot key or not there? In the property file, it is submitting welcome.message. Unicode character content is converted into real content that is written to MSG1 variable are not there. That is 16. Same thing is happening for other messages also. We are printing that MSG, closing the container. So when you close the container, all objects will be vanished, including our Spring Bean objects. And at the 19, end of the main method. Lastly, end of the application. One is end of the main method and one of the what? Application. Say something, my dear. I want reply, guys. Say something, my dear. I want reply, guys. Are you with me or not there? HIIN. Hindi as it speaks in India. Right, boss? Got the clarity or not? Okay. 8 and 11 steps. Where are you, my dear? 8 and 11. Array, my dear, 8 is what? Pre-instantiation of singleton scope beans, na, boss. Is it new now? It looks for, are there any singleton scope Spring Bean? Using @component scan, nothing is there. Okay, @bean method is there. It will call that method. Method returned object automatically becomes Spring Bean or not there. Whoever asking 8-step repeat means I'm feeling very sad for that. Because it's a step of childhood days, right? Okay. What is 11, guys? 11 hurts me more. Calling ctx.getMessage method also I should explain. We are calling ctx.getMessage method with key. Object array. Okay, what is there? Locale object. Yes, my dear. Is it great? Is it really great? We are calling that method. Okay, greatness is there in what? 12, 13, 14. Get message internally call get bean method. Having fixed bean ID message source. That gives me resource bundle message source object. That gives me resource bundle what? Message source object are not there. Say something, my dear. No. And it also collects locale object data HIIN. From resource bundle message source object, it has got what? Name and location of the property file are not there. com/nt/commons/app. And locale object data is HIIN. If you mix up, total property file has come or not there. There it is submitting the key or not there. And that key related message is coming. That message we are storing into variable and we are displaying it. Convinced or not, guys? Along with output, everything is kept over there. Don't worry about this. What is the difference between ctx.getBean and ctx.getMessage method? ctx.getBean method takes the given bean ID and searches, is there any Spring Bean class object in the internal cache already or not? If there, it returns it. If not there, it think about creating new object and returning it. For singleton scope, generally it collects from internal cache. For other scope, it will try to create new object and returns are not there. Ultimately, it is there to get the Spring Bean class object or not there. Okay, next one. Other one, what is the message we got? Get message method. What method, guys? What it will do, guys? What it will do, my dear? It will return, it will submit the given key and returns what? Spring Bean class object reference or not? Based on the locale object data and key, it will pick up what? Message from certain property file or not there. Okay, now listen. Get message
So the
method
last class we are
uses
trying
get
to
bean
type
method.
one
That
application.
too having fixed bean ID message source.
So let me type
Can I
it.
show that one practically,
Let
guys?
me repeat the class
Okay,
once.
let's go to Eclipse IDE.
What has been
Okay,
happening?
how to get the source code of any method, guys? F3. I pressed F3 or not there. Okay. When you get something like this, okay, go to the top of the class. Go to the top of the class. Message source bean name message source is there. Array, they are storing this fixed bean ID in a variable. Array, if variable is static final, it's called constant. Generally, constant variables will be taken in uppercase letters. We follow. Predefined classes also follow. But now search where it is kept. Search where it is kept. Control F, guys. Search where it is kept. Here is what? Control F. Message source. Check it out. Bean factory dot get bean message source dot class are not there. That means my theory and practical is matching or not matching. Sorry, you said message source will be there. Some other name. That is a variable name holding message source. I want 10, but it is there in A. Wherever 10 is required, I can pass A na, boss. Yes or no, na, guys? That means get message method is internally calling get bean method with a fixed bean ID. That is practically proven or not proven, guys? Okay. Yeah, same thing I kept, guys. This is the variable. That variable is passed over here or not there. Factory dot contains bean and get bean. Both are there or not there. Okay. How to change dependent Spring Bean of target Spring Bean when multiple possible dependents are there. Changing dependent Spring Bean of target Spring Bean without touching source code of what? Target Spring Bean. Without touching source code of what? Without touching source code of target Spring Bean. Okay, it can be done in 2 ways. Actually, 3 ways. Recently, I worked out one more way, guys. That I will tell later, boss. This is the 3rd way. 3 ways. Using Spring Bean configuration file, alias name, property file, qualifier. Discussed above. Not a great solution because we are entertaining what? Spring Bean configuration file, which is a XML file. Using profiles concept, guys, which is a future discussion. Best solution to solve what? Ambiguity problem with loose coupling. Ambiguity problem with loose coupling. Where is this? R. This is my what? C, guys. By taking the support of what concept? Factory beam. Yeah, this concept is there. It is also future discussion. Future discussion. I do that. But out of all the three, what is the best solution? Profiles concept is the best. We'll discuss in future. Already we completed this one or not? Okay, with this we completed internationalization. And if someone asks the query about what is the difference between bean factory and application context container, you have answer, you don't have answer. Definitely you have answer. Okay, keeping that in mind, I'm going to talk about. I'll talk about these two things in coming days. Future topics, guys. We will see them. What's the session I have to open? This one. But the session number is going to be 22. 22 na 23 na? 22. Yes, boss. What is the difference between bean factory and what? It's a very popular interview question, but in reality, no one uses bean factory. There's no support for annotation, guys. Why people should use, guys? And moreover, bean factory container is extension or subset of application context. See, application context container means what? It's object of a class that implement application context interface, right? And this application context interface indirectly extend from bean factory interface. So that means whatever features are there in bean factory, almost same features are there in what? Application context. Plus additional features also available or not there. Plus definitely additional features are available or not there. Okay, that's good. Application context is one interface. Or I for interface, C for class. It's a notation in Eclipse IDE, don't worry, right? Yeah, application context extending from what? Listable bean factory. That is extending from what? No. That is extending directly bean factory, guys. Super. So bean factory is the small circle. Application context is the big circle. Application context container is equal to bean factory container plus plus. Plus plus here not looking good, guys. Bean factory container plus plus. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Okay, that's good. Great. One side bean factory, another side what? Application context. It is the object of a class that implements bean factory interface directly or indirectly. What's the regularly used class in that list, guys? XML bean factory. It's the object of a class that implements what? Application context interface directly or what? Indirect. File system XML application context. Annotation config application context. Good na, boss? It is the subset of application context container. It is the superset of what? Bean factory container. Does not support pre-instantiation of singleton scope spring. By default, every bean is lazy instantiate. When container is created, no objects will be created, no eager instantiation. Every object has to be created when ctx.getBean method is called. Okay, it supports or not, guys? Supports eager instantiation for singleton scope spring bean. There is no support for property file and placeholders directly. Is there any support for property file and placeholders, guys? Unfortunately, there is no support for what? Property file and placeholder. You need extra configuration to work with property file and placeholder. There is a direct support for property file and what? Placeholder. No support for internationalization. Does it support IATN, my dear? When there is no support for property file, internationalization is also extension of property file utilization or not there. Okay, supports internationalization, right? Does not support event handling, supports. Does not give direct support for what? Annotation driven configuration and 100% code driven. You have to do additional configuration to work with what? Annotations. Okay, application context supports are not there. Allows only XML files as Spring Bean configuration file. Allows XML file as Spring Bean configuration. And configuration class as what? Configuration class. It supports both kinds of boss. Cannot think about using in Spring Boot programming. Why, sir? And Spring Boot eliminates XML, boss. Mostly used Spring Boot container in Spring Boot is what? Okay. Application context only. The container cannot be stopped or closed explicitly. I can call ctx.close method in case of what? Application context. No such facilities there, guys. This container can be stopped, closed, refreshed what? Explicitly. Resource object is required to pass what? Spring Bean. We cannot pass XML file directly. First, you have to create resource object and you have to pass resource object as argument value. We can pass Spring Bean configuration file directly to a container creation process or not there. Lightweight container. What is this? Bean factory is lightweight container and bit heavyweight compared to bean factory. Bit heavyweight compared to bean factory container are not there. Bit heavyweight compared to bean factory container are not there. Super. Tell me now. Using bean factory container, we cannot keep track when IOC container is started, stopped, closed. Not support for event handling. Using application context container, such event handling is possible. Such event handling is possible or not possible? Possible or not possible? Are you getting my point there, guys? Using bean factory container, we cannot keep track When IOC container is started, stop. That is called event handling, boss. When container started, when container stop, how much time the container is there in communication. Such things are possible or not possible, boss? Okay. No support for event handling. Using application context container, such event handling is possible.
So right click
For
on the
Bean Factory container, we can give inputs
New.
only through XML file. Whereas in application context container, we can give inputs to IOC container using only XML file, or using XML plus annotation, or using Java code plus annotation. Both Spring Boot frameworks use what? Same IOC container. In Spring programming, we can use both Bean Factory and application context container. Whereas in Spring Boot programming, we can use only application context container. Are you getting my point there or not? Everyone getting my point there or not there? Compared to application context IOC container, the Bean Factory IOC container is lightweight IOC container. Overall, both IOC containers are lightweight container, in which Bean Factory container is more lightweight. In which Bean Factory container is what? More lightweight. Convinced with me, my dear? Come on, everyone. Super. Both IOC containers of Spring Boot are lightweight containers compared to what? Heavyweight servlet container and JSP container. Because to create IOC container, we must need to take the Java class that implements what? Bean Factory interface or application context interface. Whereas to create servlet container, JSP container, we need to take heavyweight web server or what? Application. The heavyweight application server is required or not required? So in what way lightweight I'm explaining, boss? Basic JVM and object is enough to work with IOC container. But when it comes to servlet JSP container, the heavyweight web server or application server software is required or not required? And they need more memory, more CPU time, more space to execute or not there? Okay, one more standard question. Difference is one standard question. Another standard question is, when should I use Bean Factory container? When should I use application context container? Can we write that? Okay, now listen carefully. Sometimes in your application size, few kilobytes also matters. Suppose you are developing application for satellite launch. Satellites will carry, what is that, guys? Rockets will carry satellites now, boss. And the satellites carried by rockets are basically called payloads or not? Are basically called as what? Payloads. Are you understanding my statement or not there? Basically, technically called as what? Payloads. What loads, guys? Technically called as what? Payloads. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay, boss. Basically, technically called as what? Payloads. Those payloads sometimes few kilobytes also matters. I'm not using features of application context, so I need lightweight IOC container. I can manage with what? Bean Factory container or not? Let us assume Spring application is used in IoT application, Internet of Things, switchboard, switch having circuit, switch having software connectivity, mobile application. There are very small sizes, right? There I'm not using application context feature. I'm just using Bean Factory features. I can think about working with Bean Factory container there or not there. Memory critical applications, memory sensitive application, better to work with Bean Factory. If Spring is used in memory sensitive applications like mobile application, embedded system application, IoT applications, and etc., where one or two few kilobytes also matters, then prefer using what? Bean Factory IOC container. Then prefer using what? Bean Factory IOC container. If Spring is used in web application, distributed application, enterprise application, where memory utilization does not matter, then prefer using what? Application context container. 1-2 kilobytes memory matters, then only think about what? Bean. Mobile application, small size. IoT, very, very tiny applications. Okay. Okay. In those memory sensitive application, better to work with what? Bean Factory IOC container or not there. If Spring is used in web application, distributed application, enterprise application, and etc., where memory utilization does not matter, then prefer using what? Application context container. Spring is not popular in what? Mobile, embedded system application, Spring Boot framework. Okay. Known for developing enterprise application. So prefer using application context container. Spring is not known for developing IoT and mobile. Spring is always known for enterprise. So in enterprise application, generally we prefer working with what container? Application context container are not there. An enterprise application can be a web application or distributed application or combination of both are not there. In latest Spring Boot projects, always prefer working with what? Application context container. If you are not using that container, you must have a reason to convince yourself. Very bold statement. Your application not using application context container means you should have a reason to convince yourself. Otherwise, by default, you think about what? Application context container are not there. You visited Hyderabad, food to eat, biryani. If you are not eating biryani after visiting Hyderabad, you should have a reason for not eating so, right? Eating biryani in Hyderabad is not a reason. It's a minimum need, right? Especially for a visitor of Hyderabad, not for the local people. Still, you are not using biryani, though you are visiting Hyderabad for 1-2 days. Definitely what? You should have a convincing reason for that or not there. Maybe you are a vegetarian who likes grass and leaves. ऐसा no na guys. Or you are on diet who don't touch rice. ऐसा no na boss. Or you are on food allergy. You are on what? Food allergy. You don't. Your gut is not accepting what? Masalas. ऐसा no na boss. No, chapati lover also can eat rice, no problem. No, there's no much difference between chapati and rice, guys. Both are same level harm to the body. I think recently I kept one post also. What your tongue likes does not like by body. What your body like, your tongue does not like. You should know how to balance both. That's the formula. If you don't know how to balance, you will feel why I'm living. You have to know how to balance it. Okay. That's why in fitness industry, they created one word called cheat meal. What meal, guys? Once in a week or twice in a week, you can eat the cheat food. Whatever you want, you can eat it. And that will improve your, okay, what is that? Metabolism. Because daily you are eating something, one day you are eating more. So that makes body to accept the more digestion capability, more conversion capability. So that's why once in a week, you can take the cheat meal, you can take it. Okay, guys. Fine. Okay, since the discussion has come, okay, anyhow, towards building your career, I'm definitely trying to inspire you people by calling senior student, by motivating your life without a job, with a job, and all these things. Okay, let me try to motivate you towards fitness industry also. YouTube.com. Wait, Rava, wait. Natrasar interview. Did you see this guy? Who is this fellow? It was me. Maybe most of them have not seen me in this interview. Actually, I think 1.5 years back, I got a call from one TV channel. Okay, I have given interview. It's a mix of Telugu and English, right? Okay, at that time, I was just 121 kilos. How much? Okay. On one fine day, October 20th, I take a decision. I had taken a decision. So this is not going to work out. Okay, I have to come back to my old lifestyle and old shape. You don't believe, 5 months I have survived with one meal diet. OMAD, you know, anyone heard about OMAD? Yeah, 1 meal a day diet. That is called OMAD. Evening 4 p.m., I'll take a 1 meal, the 2 salad and 200-gram chicken. Nothing else. Remaining all the day, I used to fill my stomach with barley water and buttermilk. Whenever I feel hungry, I used to fill up my stomach with what? Barley water and what? Yeah, buttermilk. So, and parallelly, I used to walk 25,000 steps per day. So I'm cutting my intake calories and improving burning capacity, improving burning calories. So definitely I started getting results. So after 5 months, okay, I have given my blood for tests. And there I noticed, along with the fat, I'm also losing muscle from my body. So then someone suggested, join in the gym. I kept one personal trainer, joined in the gym. Okay, now I'm slowly getting back to my muscle back. Slowly getting my muscle back. So why I'm sharing with this you people is, okay, if you have a strong willpower, strong, not a desire, goal, desire everyone will have. Anything is achievable. When I can do it, having this much busy schedule, having this much settlement in life, I have, compared to you people, I'm little settled, right? Not totally settled, but little settled. Okay. And whereas you people still not settled, you are engaged. Not only Java, you can eat and digest stones also. Java is nothing in front of you, right? So keep the strong desire, learning subject and getting into industry should look like a cakewalk. Should look like a cakewalk. Are you getting my point there? Super. Always remember one statement, guys. Taking birth as poor is not your mistake. Dying as poor, definitely it's your mistake. One more thing. Whatever your age should look like another number and it should not reflect on your body. Young age, middle age, old age. Age should look like another number. Yes or no, guys? Right. So if you are fit and financially settled, you will live confident life. And all other problem looks like a small problems. First, mentally fit and physically fit. If both are there, definitely. Yes, when I was not fit, I was low in confidence. When I was not fit, I was doing well. But somehow that inferiority complex will be there. When I go for business meeting, I used to think what they judge me. Whether they judge or not, that's the secondary. I used to think because I have to represent a brand called Dosh. I have to sell my product. And that is my smart automation. So generally, they think that techie people are little fitness people, right? I used to hesitate to present my product I used to ask someone else, you'd go and present, but their presentation are not good. I know my presentation is great, but I used to avoid maximum times. But then I have taken a decision. So this is not going to work out. So taking strong desire, strong willpower, and here is the result. I'm not saying I'm totally fit, but I'm in the journey of fitness. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is keep the goal, not the desires, and plannedly you plan the journey of reaching the goal. Definitely you will get the success. Let's come back to the subject. Okay, guys. Where is this? I lost 10 cases in 5 months. You want to know how much I lost? Dongi. You want to know how much I lost? I lost 37 cases. How much? Right. Okay. Shall we go back to the subject? Okay, guys. Yeah, it's a big journey, boss. It's a big journey. Arey, what's happening, guys? Why I'm not able to? Online students, is everything okay, guys? Yeah. What is the difference between IOC and dependency injection? We already discussed or not? IOC and dependency injection discussed or not discussed? Yeah. IOC is a specification that gives set of rules and guidelines. To arrange, to manage dependency among the Spring Beans, guys. How many ways are there to implement it, guys? There are 2 ways to implement it. Number one, I want reply, guys. Come on. Dependency lookup. Other one is what? Dependency injection. One is a dependency lookup. Other one is what? Dependency injection. Are you getting my point there, guys? Super. IOC is a software specification that gives set of rules and guidelines to manage the dependency among the target and dependent classes. Dependency injection, dependency lookup are what? 2 implementation models of IOC specification. IOC is like blueprint or theory or plan for managing dependency, whereas dependency lookup and dependency injections are what? 2 implementation models are practicals of what? IOC specification. At the rate auto-avoid, we implement dependency injection of IOC. CTX.getBin, we implement dependency lookup of IOC. Are you understanding my statement, guys? For IOC container of 100% code-driven configuration, if you cannot give certain inputs or instruction through Java code and annotation, then how to pass special instructions to IOC container? So no option, you have to pass through XML file only, na boss. You cannot pass instruction to annotation means you have to think about passing them through XML file. But how to link that XML file to IOC container? Don't link to container directly. Link to configuration class. Anyhow, configuration class is linked with what? IOC container. So indirectly possible or not possible? We can use this special instruction to IOC container through XML file. Okay. By linking with a configuration class by using what? @import resource annotation. So this is XML linked with what? Configuration class by using @import resource annotation or not there. Super, guys. Okay. Sometimes what happens, instead of writing all instructions to IOC container in single configuration class, you take in multiple configuration classes, link all configuration classes to main configuration class by using @import annotation. Again, I'm launching import resources to link XML with configuration class. XML with a configuration. @import is useful to link one configuration class with what? Another configuration class. Am I clear on this point, my dear? @DAO config, @service config. Both configuration classes are linked to what, guys? App config class. Both configuration classes are linked to what, guys? App config class. Are you with me, guys? Getting my point here or not there, guys? Come on, everyone. Everyone getting my point here or not there? First, prefer giving all inputs and instruction to IOC container using what? Java code plus annotation. If they are not sufficient, then think about going for Spring Bean configuration file by linking @configuration class using @import resource annotation. 100% code-driven configuration approach is equal to what? Java config approach. What approach, guys? Java config approach. Are you with me, guys? What is the difference among setter injection, constructor injection, field injection, and arbitrary method injection? We are trying to compare all the injections at a time or not there. Okay, guys. Now listen here. What is there? Configuration class 1, class 2. I am linking that one to main configuration class by using @import annotation or not there. Okay, guys. Now let me give that point over here. Use @import resource annotation to link Spring Bean configuration file with configuration class. To link one configuration class with what? Another configuration class. Okay, guys. You need to take the support of what, guys? You need to take the support of what, guys? @import annotation. People may ask a query about what is the difference between @import resource and @import. Both are for linking. One is for linking configuration class. One is for linking configuration file. Are you getting my point there or not there? Super. To link one Spring Bean configuration file. What is their action? With, tell me, configuration class. Use the support of @import resource annotation. @resource annotation. Oh. To link one configuration class with another configuration class. Use the support of @import annotation. What annotation, guys? @import annotation. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we have to find difference between all these things now, my dear. What is the difference among setter, constructor, field, and arbitrary method injection? What injection, guys? Arbitrary method injection. Uses setter method of target class to assign given dependent value or object to target Spring Bean class object. What object, guys? Target Spring Bean class object. Is that clear, my dear, or not? Next, what is there? Constructor injection. Right, uses setter method was. Uses parameterized constructor for the same to create Spring Bean class object and to assign dependent value to that object, guys. Okay, IOC container directly access the field or property of what? Target Spring Bean for injection activity. For accessing private property of any target class, it internally takes the support of reflection API a lot or not there? Super. Next one, what is there? Arbitrary method injection. What is that? IOC container uses arbitrary method of target Spring Bean class to assign dependent value or object to target Spring Bean class object. Are you getting my point there or not there? Okay. We need to use property tag in what? XML driven configuration for setter injection. Yes. We need to use construct-arg tag in XML driven configuration or not there? It's not like that we have not studied. We have studied this one earlier. Not possible in XML driven configuration. Not possible in what? XML driven. That is not there. Okay. Field injection and arbitrary method injection is there? Not there. Okay. Next one, guys. Needs to use setter method with @auto-avoid to perform setter injection in annotation driven configuration. Are @auto-avoid annotation is given for the same purpose or not there? @auto-avoid is given for the same purpose or not there? Needs to use param constructor with @auto-avoid to perform constructor injection in annotation driven configuration or not? For field injection, @auto-avoid should be placed on the top of the method or not there? Needs to place @auto-avoid on the top of what? Arbitrary method of target Spring Bean class are not there. Injects bit lately compared to what? Constructor injection, field injection. Order is 3, all 4 injections are enabled. Order is what? 3. First constructor, then field, then setter, then arbitrary method. But 3 and 4 is always confusing one. Okay, 3 or 4. I'll put 3 or 4, guys. Order is 3/4. Order is 3/4. If all 4 injections are enabled. Injects value or object first compared to what? Any other injection. Okay, order is 1. Order is 1, 1 is first only. Okay, sorry. By mistake, I said 1. Order is first. Okay, but first, second is not great terminology. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the case terminal. Fine. Injects bit. Okay, lately compared to what? Constructor injection. Bit early compared to what? Bit lately compared to constructor injection. Bit early compared to what? Order is what? 2. Injects the value bit lately. Order number 4. If this arbitrary method is placed after setter method. Order number 4. If this arbitrary method is placed after setter method. I think that is clearly mentioned now, boss. Okay. Order is 3 or 4. 1 minute, guys. Here I will give 3 only. Okay. Order is 3. All 4 injections are enabled. And if setter method is placed before arbitrary, placed before arbitrary method. Before arbitrary method. If this method is placed before arbitrary method, injects value or object first compared to what? Any other injection. Order is 1. Injects bit lately compared to what? Constructor injection. Bit early compared to what? Setter injection. Order is 2. Injects the value bit lately. Order number 4. If arbitrary method is placed after setter method. Arbitrary method is placed after setter method. Tell me, guys. Makes the IOC container to create target Spring Bean first, then creates and injects dependent Spring Bean class object. What is there, guys? Yeah. Array set injection first target object, then dependent object. Na? Makes the IOC container to create what? Dependent object first, then target object. Oh, okay. Other day we compared only setter and constructor, guys. But this time we are comparing what? First target, then what? Dependent. First target created, then dependent object created, then injects. Same as field injection and setter injection, na boss. That means here also first target, then dependent, then go for injection process. Supports cyclic or circular dependency injection. Does not support. Or a field injection supports that. And arbitrary method also supports that. Because there is no worry about order of creation, guys. Come on. Okay, I think if someone asks differences between all these things, you have an answer to give or not there. Definitely you have an answer to give or not there. What is the difference between Java Bean and Spring Bean? I think already I have given Java Bean videos. Watch it, huh? Don't look at me. Sorry, I have given. 33% your expressions are like that only. There are videos to watch. I think I have given few videos on annotations, few videos on Java Bean. I think few videos on design patterns. See, whenever class not there, yesterday emergency came. You feel class is there and start completing watching of videos. Or should I do that work also? Start the meeting and on the video. You don't have that much self-discipline. When class is not there, I can make my people. This is the video, you on it. They will attend the class by sitting in the classroom. Should I do that? Next time onwards, no class cancellation. Should I do that work? I'll guide the team to do that. Today, watch it. Fine. @import. What is the difference between Java Bean and Spring Bean? Listen, Spring Bean is a normal class in which business logics will be there in business method. But whose class is loaded by IOC container created by IOC. Object is created by IOC. Java Bean is a Java class. Okay. Having getter method and setter method. It is always there to carry data from one class to another class. This another class, one class to another class can be there in same project or can be there in two different projects. Always look at Spring Bean as main class of the project and Java Bean as a helper class of the project. I can say something like this, guys. Yeah, let me put like this. Bank is there. Bank, big main employees will be there. Cashier, manager, clerk 1, clerk 2. Okay, locker operator for gold loan 1 employee. For account opening, closing 1 employee. Come on, guys. So like this, multiple employees will be there or not there. All these are the main people. They are like Spring Beans. 1 to office staff will be there or not there. To pass the file from one person to another person. To pass the records one person to another person. Come on. Okay, they are not important, but they also pass the data from one person to another person. Can I call them as supporting people, boss? They are like Java Beans are not there. You take a one project, which is a layered application. DAO class contains persistence logic. Service class contains business logic. Controller class contains monitoring logic. UI class, UI means client application, contain presentation logic. If you want to pass just 3 values or less than 3 values, you will design the method having 3 parameters. But I want to pass 100 values from one class to another class, one method to another method. You will design method with 100 parameters. It's look very, very bad or not. Instead of that, you design the method with what? Java Bean as parameter. And while calling method, put 100 values in 100 properties of Java Bean class object and pass that object as argument. So from source class to destination class, 100 values are going as a single object or not there? Aisa no na ba? Destination receives 100 values in single object or not there? Here Java Bean is acting as a main class or supporting class? Java Bean acting as a main component or supporting component? Definitely it is acting as a supporting component, not the main. Convinced or not, guys? Sir, I heard Java Bean contains getter setter method, toString, okay, recommended to implement serializable, private properties, zero param constructor. Can you explain what is that? Array, this is just to hold the data, to read the data. Setter methods are good to set the data. Getter methods are good to read the data. Setter methods are there to set the data or to modify data. So at source class, when you create Java Bean class object, using setter method, you set the data to properties. In destination class, when Java Bean object is representing data, using getter method, you will read the data or not there. Using getter method, you will definitely read the data or not there. Setter methods are good for setting data. Getter methods are good for reading the data. Convinced or not, my dear? Okay, boss. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Right. Okay, now listen. You have gone outside, purchased 20 items. Will you carry 20 items individually with hands? With keeping something in pocket, something in hands? It becomes very clumsy or not? What you will do, guys? You will purchase a bag. If you are a conjuicy, you will take back from the home. That's a good thing, hostel or home. Okay. If you are not that much a planned person, okay, what you will do? You will purchase a small carry bag. Okay, there you keep all the 20 items and you'll try to carry that single bag or not there. Okay, carrying multiple item by keeping single bag and carrying them from market to your home is like carrying multiple values from in the form of Java Bean object from source class to destination class are not there. From source class to destination class are not there. So Java Bean is there to combine multiple values into single object and to pass those values from source to destination. Is that convinced or not, my dear? Got the clarity or my dear? In Drive common videos, what's are? Imran Sheikh, factory design and factory design pattern and strategy pattern. We already discussed it, my dear. Ravi Kumar. Strategy design uses factory pattern. Strategy design is given to develop the classes as loosely coupled interchangeable parts. That is given to solve the problems related to what? Designing target and dependent classes, right? Okay. Not opening links, sir. It is opening and people are able to watch the videos. Yes? Okay. Imran Sheikh, maybe you have opened with half heart, half interest. That's why they are not opening. Try to open them with full interest, with the intention of watching them. With the intention of what? Watching them, definitely they will open. Or you might have kept a lot of firewalls in your system. Okay, to block unnecessary websites. Can you send the admin details at last? Copy and paste in YouTube. Yeah, that's ultimately when I give text, you have to go for copy and paste only. Okay. Sir, please put session number first. Name easy to download. Otherwise, check one by one. Soyab, Mr. Soyab, every session I'm uploading with the session number. Okay. Every session I'm uploading with what? Session number. Shoyab, still you have not removed number. Other day, you have shown a lot of great gesture of feeling bad. But still your number is not removed. And if I say something, you will feel bad and you will tell your personal profile. Okay. But why number is still continuing so far? Okay. When you are going to share all applications on Google Drive, already few applications are shared and few more application after 1 week time. Okay, guys. It's all about changing name, Mr. Shoyab. Okay. I already uploaded programming codes also. If you are not aware what's happening in the classroom, I'm helpless, my dear. Okay, please come back. Okay, everyone. I am uploading videos. I'm uploading everything. Only the thing is you are not aware of it. That much focus you are keeping in the classes. Okay, let it be, guys. Spring Beans are main components of the project and Java Beans are what? Helper components of the project. Spring Beans are main component. Java Beans are you ready, boss? Java Bean is a Java class that is having all these things I have explained. In bank, persons like cashier, clerk, managers, etc. are like Spring Bean. And office boys who passes files across the main employees are like what? Java Bean. Typical real project has layered application. Multiple classes having multiple logics with what? Proper communication. Standalone layered application. Look at this, guys. I have written a bit colorful diagram, don't worry. Client application, one layer, presentation layer. Controller class, monitoring logic. Service class, business logic. DAO class, persistence logic. Database to store the data, to maintain the data. Across these classes, I want to pass more than 3 values. I'm preferring to use Java Bean, na boss. Client to controller class, more than 3 values. We bind to Java Bean class object, pass to controller. Again, same. Again, same. Communication. SQL query results are coming. Okay. Again, results also more than 3 or more than 4. Again, I'm keeping in another Java Bean class object. Coming. This is Java Bean 1. This is Java Bean 2. Am I taking same Java Bean or different Java Bean? Same Java Bean. If inputs and outputs are same, why are you developing application? Run it at home, my dear. Yes or no? Na? If inputs and outputs are same, do you think we have to develop the application? If we are giving, you are doing business, whatever investment you have done, the same output is coming at the end of the business. Is there any need of doing business? No need, na boss. Before coming to Amirpet and after leaving Amirpet, your knowledge of Java is same. Is it necessary to come to Amirpet? No, na. Before joining company, while leaving company, your salary is same and your knowledge is same. Is it necessary to work for that company? That's why switch is required, right? Are you getting my point there? Yes, boss. Between classes of Java project, which is developed as layered application, we try to pass multiple values, not in the form of method param, because remembering and passing more than 3 argument values, always confusing or not there. Generally, max 3 to 4 parameters they design the method. More than 3 to 4 mean they try to bring one or other Java class into picture to carry those more than 3 inputs or to carry those more than 3 outputs. It's the nature of the people. Are you going to shop, purchase 2 items? You'll try to purchase in the hand or not there. Purchase 3, 4 items. Definitely you'll think about carry bag or not there. If a shopkeeper is showing conjuicy, you'll demand for, hey, give me carry bag, right? Still not showing giving, you will say, I will pay, give me carry bag, right, my dear? So that is how people will think. And same is applicable over here. Bank project, cashier, manager, all these are Spring Bean. because their main classes representing business logic. Office tabs are what? Supporting people. They are what? Java Beans people, guys. Java Bean is also called model class, guys. Java Bean model class can be used as data carrier either in the project or across the multiple project. Model means data. Since Java Bean class object purely contains data to carry from one main class to another main class, so we can say Java Bean class as the model class. Java Bean class as the model class. Use case 2. What is use case 2, guys? Using Java Bean as helper class, model class across the multiple projects. Are you getting my point there or not there? Okay. Browser talking to Flipkart. Flipkart talking to PayPal. PayPal talking to Master. Master talking to something. Okay, these are not layers, they are projects. Array, come on. An enterprise application combination of multiple projects. Project 1 is having multiple layers. Project 2 is having multiple layers. Project 3 is having multiple layers. Project 4 is having multiple layers. Across these layers, across these projects, if you want to pass data in the form of Java class object, that's the best solution is Java Bean or not there. This is use case 2. Within the project, across the multiple classes. Across the multiple projects, if you want to pass more than 3 values, you have to take the support of what? Java Bean or not there. You need to take the support of what, guys? You need to take the support of what? Java. Convinced with me or not there? Everyone understood my statement or not there? Okay. If all projects of use case 2 are developed in Java domain, then we take the support of Java Bean class to pass multiple value across those objects. If all projects are used to develop in different domain, then we take the support of JSON or XML. JSON XML is universally global format. Java Bean works across the Java projects only. JSON means JavaScript object notation. XML means what? Extensible markup language. The source class or project uses setter methods. Uses what? Setter method to set data to Java Bean class object to properties. And the destination class, come on. The destination class uses, okay, guys, getter methods to read the data. Okay, guys, Java Bean class object to read the data from Java Bean class properties. To read the data from Java Bean class property. Okay. In destination class or project. So that means Java Bean is a class that contains minimum getter setter method or not there. Okay, guys. Every Java Bean class contains, tell me, guys, contains public modifier. Why, sir? Java Bean class should be visible inside the package, outside the package. Then only all classes can use it, right? Because different classes will place in different packages. Which classes are visible inside the package and outside the public modifier? Next, setter methods and getter methods. Setter methods are useful to set the data. Getter methods are useful to read the data. Next, zero param public constructor. Why, sir? The easiest way for anyone to create object is using zero param constructor or not? That should be there. Sometimes I don't create, some container creates. That time also they look to use zero param constructor or not? Public zero param constructor. If you don't place, it will come by default. Okay. Yes, boss. Private non-static properties are not there. You want to secure the data, you don't want to secure the data. Definitely you want to secure the data. Then what is the better one? Private non-static properties. Yes, my dear. Next, E, guys. What is E, my dear? Recommended to implement serialization. Java Bean is not only used within the project, it is also used between two projects, across the multiple projects, right? Which objects can be sent over the network? Which objects data can be sent over the network? So it's when class becomes serializable. When class implements serializable interface, object of the class becomes serializable or not? Okay, guys. Implementation of serializable interface. Implementation of serializable interface. Am I correct, guys? Okay, boss. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay, 7. Sir, should I join Genpact, business analyst? 3.5. Is it good? Business analyst is nowhere related to technical subject, guys. It's all about talking to client, gathering requirements. And guiding the team. Okay, guys. Can you share up to now final notes one place? Shiba Prasad Reddy final notes is there in one place, that is Google Drive. Shame on you, Raj. Shame on you, Shiba. You don't know where final notes is there so far, right? Okay. Want you know your protein, creatine, is there any problem if I take them? Sir, mail me Dudekala Hussain saying an admin is not for Natras, sir. Yes, sir. He's saying he's not admin for Natras, sir. Call this admin worst fellow. How we can say that? Though he's not admin, you should say, I will find out and I'll let you know, right? Who is there then? No one is there. Hey, someone will be there. Check it out. How come people ask, where is notes? Calls. Jeevan, last warning. Mind your language. Mind your language and business, please. Okay. There's a difference between graduate and roadside chichora. I hope you know that difference. Hussain, can you come to classroom if possible? If not possible, meet me tomorrow. Okay. Fine. Tomorrow I'll sort out this issue. Okay. Pradeep should not say that wording. I'll check with the concerned person. Yeah. Listen, let me explain. This is core module notes. This is intro notes. This is feedback link. This is what? Common videos where you'll have all the videos. And this is backup videos, initial class notes. Okay. Classroom applications are not given. Okay. 1 minute. I'll give today only. Spring Core, guys. Right click, file upload. What's your batch code? 718. So here is what? Spring Core. Where is this? This one, 2022. Okay, that's good. Great. Yeah, I'm changing it. Come back. Okay, now new folder. What is there? Classroom application. I will give bit lately, wantedly. If I give, you'll copy paste the code. I know that. I want you people to develop on your own. You should get error and you should solve error on your own. Right click, file upload. I think I saved your workspace somewhere. E-Drive. There is a workspace folder. Pradeep is saying he is not admin for Natras, sir. Don't call him. How you can say that statement? Sir, Kanko. నేను అడ్మిన్ కాదు, నేను ఎందుకు కాల్ చేస్తున్నారని. Yeah, workspace, guys. Not old workspace. Okay, Spring here. What's your batch code? 718. This is 718. Done. Okay, close it. Right click, guys. 7-zip. I'm zipping the content. Unzip, you will get the all applications. Yeah, boss. Okay, now tell me. Up to, what is there? Up to July. Today is 22nd, it seems. 22nd, 2024. Okay, galti ho gaya. Right. Okay. Save, open. It will be uploaded. Thank you. Have a nice time. We'll meet tomorrow.